I'm Herman Saatkamp, the president of Richard Stockton College of New Jersey, and I want to thank you for coming to this groundbreaking for the United Science Center Squared. We affectionately call this the United Science Center Squared to acknowledge its science and math emphasis. Now, this is a remarkable day for Stockton. When I first came 100 or so years ago, I think it was actually 2003, the science faculty met with me and said, boy, our facilities really do need improvement. And boy, did they. And in the last little while, we have really been moving forward with improving the science and math facilities for Stockton College. We graduate almost 24% of all science and math majors among the 8 state colleges and institutions. So having good facilities is extremely important. You'll have a chance later on today to tour United Science Building 1, and today we'll do the groundbreaking for United Science Building 2. We've made considerable progress, and much of that is due to Governor Christie, who in fact for the first time in 26 years in New Jersey moved forward a bond issue of $750 million for the higher education in New Jersey. We were one of the very few, perhaps the only state in the nation that was not providing bonding money for the state colleges or other colleges within New Jersey. Governor Christie, Secretary Hendricks turned that around, also with the support of a great many other people. The new facility, which will go here, and you can see its outline on the parking lot area, is 54,000 square feet, 32 labs, 7 classrooms, 40 faculty offices, a greenhouse and a vivarium, along with the 66,000 square foot United Science Building 1. This one includes 28 laboratories, 8 classrooms, and faculty offices, and it provides our students and faculty state-of-the-art facilities. Most importantly, throughout the United States, we have learned that we are not doing our best in higher education regarding STEM education. This enables Stockton to really move up. We have remarkably fine faculty working in the sciences, and it'll enable our students to really fill the gaps needed in this region, in the state, and in the nation. One of the greatest delights of being president of Stockton is in fact having such good faculty and students and staff, but also the remarkable feature of having incredible leadership on our Board of Trustees. So it's my great honor to welcome Curtis Bashaw, the chair of our board.
Good afternoon, everybody. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, I just want to welcome you to the official groundbreaking of Stockton's Unified Science Center cubed. It will you're right, squared. It will greatly enhance this. It'll be a sister building. Well, I'm thinking ahead to the next building. We have the governor here. We're planning to. It'll be an awesome sister building to the Unified Science Center, which we dedicated last year, and the third building in the beginning of the quad that was envisioned by Dr. Saatkamp 10 years ago. When I first joined the board 9 years ago, he was in his second year as president, and he had the foresight to undertake a master planning approach for this place that's truly been transformative for the college. Stockton is a different place now than it was 10 years ago, and we're very proud of Herman's accomplishments in leading that endeavor. The continuation of Stockton's transformational educational experience is going to be enhanced because of this additional facility. We have a long legacy in the sciences here at Stockton, and to give them their credit with these state-of-the-art facilities and to enable us to really launch successful careers in the STEM field and further position Stockton as one of our region's premier institutions for the sciences is greatly enhanced by this building. And finally today, I'd like to thank Governor Christie and Secretary Hendricks for being here. It means a lot to us, and especially for your support, Governor, of building our Future Bond Act that has very much helped the higher education initiative down here in southern New Jersey. And I would finally acknowledge Provost Kesselman and Dean Weiss and the entire faculty and staff of NAMS and the administration and finance folks who all work together to pull this day together. Thank you very much.
Sometimes I think of certain jobs as being really difficult, right? The next person I'm about to introduce has an incredible challenge. She has to work with all the presidents in the state of New Jersey. Now, we are an unusual crew, but we, on the whole, try to work well together, and Secretary Rochelle Hendricks really does enable us to do that. She has played a very significant role in the Building Our Future Bond. She is moving forward with quite a number of things that are important for higher education in New Jersey, and it is one of these remarkable features to be a part of her leadership here in New Jersey. So it's my great pleasure to welcome Secretary Hendricks.
Oh, good afternoon. Today, we celebrate the groundbreaking for a $21 million addition to the Unified Science Center, Squared. A project made possible thanks to the strong bipartisan leadership of Governor Christie and our legislators in Trenton. And it only took us a mere 25 years to get there. I want to extend a personal thank you to Governor Christie for making higher education a priority of this administration, and especially for being a man of action. Governor Christie promised me that we would move in a bold new direction, and we have not stopped moving. Thank you, Governor. I'm always very pleased to be here at Stockton, New Jersey's distinctive public college, our college in the Pinelands, a place that came to be because of dreamers who dared to do as well as to dream. From the very first day we met, in the tradition of the college's namesake, President Herman Saatkamp, a distinguished scholar and inspirational leader, has been a supportive and insightful partner for progress and innovation here in the Garden State. His distinguished team, including my longtime friend and colleague, Provost Harvey Kesselman, and experienced colleagues, and what I'd like to say, many new friends here, but certainly Sharon Schulman, Darrell Greer, and the new Chief of Staff, Mr. Jackson, and many, many others, and I'm delighted to meet the Faculty Senate Chair and so many other distinguished deans for your contribution in helping us to advance higher education in New Jersey. The new building for the Unified Science Center will further establish Stockton as a center of excellence for science education. Whether studying physics, environmental science, marine science, anatomy, or physiology, students at Stockton will receive a world-class preparation for the high-demand science fields that are so important to our state and our nation. I want to thank all who helped to prepare today's event, and also to thank you for your continued partnership as we do everything to make sure that New Jersey is premier leader in all things that matter in this nation and, quite frankly, in the world. Thank you for what you've done, and thank you for what you're going to do.
I do want to make just one minor correction to what Secretary Hendricks said. This new building is a $28.6 million building. $21 million does come from the GO bonds. The rest is our contributions coming from Stockton. It is one of these remarkable features as we move forward with this. You've heard from two people who played a major role in getting this bond passed. And it was passed by 62% of the voters in November 2012. Having come from many other states and worked in higher education, that is a very high percentage for a bond issue to be passed. So it was really well done and worked very well for us. Now, Stockton was most fortunate We received $54 million, of which 21.4 will go to the construction of the new building. The remaining 25% we provide. Now, I do want to point out fairly directly that the new building is called Unified Science Building Squared. We could still use a name with a nice donation and the like that would come with it that would work very, very well. Now, one of the greatest things about Stockton is that we have the highest percentage of full-time faculty members of any institution in New Jersey. It's something that is a commitment by Stockton to our students. It's also the case that this has enabled us to bring the very best of students into Stockton. Last year we had 6,300 applications for 1,000 positions in our first year class. So when you look around and see the students at Stockton, they are really very good students. And I'm happy to introduce Carl Archut, Jr., President of the Student Senate, who will give remarks on behalf of this incredible student body. And he will also have the privilege of introducing the governor. Carl.
Thank you, President Saatkamp. Governor Christie, President Saatkamp, Secretary of Higher Education Hendricks, members of the Board of Trustees, distinguished guests, faculty, staff, and students. I am honored to add to Stockton's history today at this momentous event. Once again, we are breaking ground to develop another state-of-the-art facility which will assist Stockton on its quest to enhance New Jersey's future leaders in mathematics and science. During my college search, the Campus Center was just completed, and Unified Science Center 1 had just had its own groundbreaking ceremony. During my academic journey, I have witnessed immense growth through additions of buildings, programs, and initiatives, all of them with a clearly defined purpose to ensure students would maximize their learning potential while maintaining the best college experience possible. This new building demonstrates the commitment that Stockton has to its students, ensuring that they have the best facilities possible. Our students are extremely grateful for this addition, especially students from the School of Natural Sciences and Mathematics. On behalf of the student body, I would like to thank everyone who supported this project and to those who will be working tirelessly to make this dream a reality. By enhancing our school, we will one day be able to contribute to society, bring the skills that we learn in this building into their various communities. Your investment in Stockton is invaluable. Thank you. I also have the privilege of introducing a lifelong New Jerseyan, Governor Christie, 51, has a deep affection for and strong commitment to the state in which he has spent his entire life. Born in Newark and raised in Livingston, Governor Christie has lived in New Jersey his entire life, except to attend college at the University of Delaware. He and his wife, Mary Pat, have been married since 1986 and reside in Mendham, where they are raising their 4 children, Andrew, Sarah, Patrick, and Bridget. After graduating college in 1984, Governor Christie attended Seton Hall University's School of Law. He graduated in 1987 and joined Cranford Law Firm, where he was soon named a partner. He was elected a freeholder in Morris County and served as director of the board in 1997. Governor Christie was named U.S. Attorney for the District of New Jersey in 2002 and was sworn in as Governor of New Jersey on January 19, 2010, and re-elected for a second term on November 5, 2013. When Governor Christie signed the Building Our Future Bond Act into law, he took a big step towards helping keep tuition costs stable in New Jersey. It is now my pleasure to say thank you and turn the dais over to Governor Chris Christie.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. You notice after Carl's kind remarks, the sun came out. Powerful man, Carl. Thank you all very much for being here today. I particularly want to thank President Saatkamp for his invitation to be here today. Thank Secretary Hendricks for all the hard work she's done in terms of getting the Building Our Future Bond Act out the door, getting work being done on campuses all across the state. And I want to thank Congressman Lobiondo for being here. He has been a complete partner with the state in all matters that have mattered to the folks of the state, but in particular in this region. He's somebody who everybody in this region can count on is fighting every day for their interests and for the benefit of all the folks who live in this portion of the state. And he's been a great personal friend to me as well. Congressman, thank you for being here. I appreciate your support. You know, everything that's going to be said about this building has been said already, so I'm not going to tell you about the price or the classrooms or what they're going to do in there. Everybody's already said all that stuff. Here's the most important thing. Most important thing is that for the first time in 25 years, we're actually doing things to expand the capacity of our state universities to accept more students, and when they come here, to be able to give them a world-class education in whatever discipline they choose to pursue. And the fact is that it's very unfortunate that the state had waited 25 years to be able to contribute capital money to our state colleges and universities in any type of meaningful way. And I did tell Secretary Hendricks when I asked her to take this position that we would be doing some things that would be aggressive and significant in terms of helping our colleges and universities grow and prosper and provide opportunity to young men and women here in New Jersey who wanted to stay in New Jersey to pursue their education, to be able to have that pursuit be one that was not limited by the number of seats that we could offer and not limited by the nature of the facilities that we were able to provide for them. And this building is just another example of that. There's 176 different projects that'll be happening across the state at 46 of our different colleges and universities. And the $750 million from the Building Our Future Bond Act is just part of it. As President Saatkamp knows, there's another $500 million from other bond issues that were consolidated with that one. We'll be investing just from the state's end over $1.2 billion in our state colleges and universities over the next number of years. That's a significant investment, and Carl pointed out very, very appropriately, it will help to stabilize tuition and fees for the families who are paying them in the state. Because without the state's contribution to capital funds, the universities and colleges would have to make those decisions to expand and grow and find the resources to do that. And much of the money that would come for that would either come from the type of really naked philanthropic pitch that President Saatkamp made here on the naming of the building. You know, I almost thought maybe I wouldn't come up here and make remarks, but just kind of lead the auction, you know? See who's going to start here. Let's start the bidding and see who's going to get their name on the side of this baby, and let's just go in and pencil it in right now over there. I got my Sharpie. We can cross that baby out, and someone wants the opportunity right here. I'm going to be ready to go. But I decided that would be below the dignity of the governorship, so I'll leave that to President Saatkamp later. But the fact is that if it didn't come from philanthropic dollars, it was going to have to come from the tuitions and fees paid by the students and their families to support paying back the debt that would be incurred at a much higher amount than it will be now because of the contributions that the taxpayers of this state, the investments that they're making in our higher education institutions. We spend a significant amount of money on education in this state, but I believe it is an investment in the future of our state. One of the most attractive things to employers about New Jersey, tell me all the time, is the educated workforce available here in New Jersey. The third highest state in the country with the percentage of folks who have a 4-year degree. And that's pretty significant for the type of high-tech jobs, pharmaceutical jobs that New Jersey has traditionally attracted. If we want to continue to attract those type of high-paying jobs to the state, we need a highly trained and educated workforce to be able to fill those positions. And so our investment is in our young men and women in New Jersey, our investments in New Jersey's economic future. Our investment is in making sure that every part of our state geographically is served fairly and appropriately with the type of facilities and opportunities that will give our young men and women the chance to reach their full potential. And that's what this is all about. It's about people coming to this place to be able to discover what their full potential is and to work as hard as they can to reach it. So thank you to all of you for coming today. I really appreciate you being here. It's an important day in the history of Stockton, but it's just another day in Stockton's history when they'll continue to evolve and grow to be able to serve the needs of the folks both in this region and around the country who come here to get a first-class education. So congratulations once again to Curtis and the members of the Board of Trustees, to the President and the members of his administration. I know that you will use this facility extraordinarily well. We'll staff it with top-notch faculty and make sure that students come here and get an outstanding experience at Stockton that will lead them on to even greater accomplishments in their life as they move forward. So this is one of the good things you get to do as governor. Lots of other stuff that isn't so good, but this is really good. You get to do this stuff. It's very good. It's a great opportunity for me to help our state create a lasting legacy for the families who live here and call it home. So thank you all for being here today. Appreciate it, and let's move some dirt around. Good to see you.
Ending on several really positive notes, Stockton, you may or may not know, is just listed among the top 6 up-and-coming universities in the North. And it's really due to faculty, staff, and students. I also would be remiss if I didn't thank my colleagues, faculty and staff who are here, AFT, CWA, who are here out of some concerns, and yet have displayed, I think in a splendid way, their concerns. So thank you so much for being here. So thank you so much. The sun is really wonderful, always here at Stockton. Stockton, New Jersey's largest campus, 2,000 acres, and clearly New Jersey's distinctive public college. Thank you very much.